Hello Divine Ones, this is Fairy.1111, also known as Ashley, and this is the Feminine Fridays. In addition to that, as a request from the Patreon family, one of the patrons over on the Patreon family, that they wanted me to do Family Fridays. So I know I have been mentioning doing Feminine Fridays and then sometimes Family Fridays, so this is like a mixture. And so with that being said, like these cards, I was pulling my cards out, and automatically this card just caught my eye, and then it was just like an unfolding. And so what I mean by unfolding, it was like a story being told. And so I picked up that card, and then after that one was that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And in addition to that, the same patriot, they were saying that we should also do a reading with looking into the energies of Leo and Scorpio, and that they were hearing something along the lines, or feeling something along the lines that, you know, Scorpios and Leos are coming into union very soon. And it so happens that like he has Leo as well as Scorpio, you know, mixed with the twin flames, as well as myself and my twin as well. And so it just unfolded like this, and so it resonated very well with me. And so I sometimes when cards, like the cards tell me a story personally, I take a picture of it, and that way I have like the date and the time, and then I can look back on it and see what the spirit was telling me. Okay. And sometimes I'm led to actually, you know, start to shuffle and do an actual reading, like how I would do for a personal client or something. And then I was shuffling these cards, and then I just stopped. It was on that. Okay. And so I feel like it's a 3-in-1 type of reading. What is this right here? Give your relationship a chance. All right. Okay. And that feels like, yep, reconciliation, right? I need for there. Okay. All right. And so let me see where the spirit wants me to exactly start. So I have some raw crystals here, but I'm going to move these over. Raw, one smooth, raw, maybe, you know, with the lion. And so the lion has been coming to me quite frequently. Okay, so I feel like like how I was saying, like a 3-in-1, and it is not even planned at all. Okay, so I feel like, okay, so we do have Leo here. And so let me also explain this too, that it could be like with the zodiac signs, zodiac energy, if you will. This could be sun, moon, rising. It could also be your Venus. It could be, you know, different aspects that affect an individual very strongly. So if you have not gotten your birth chart done, you know, I suggest you go do that, so that way you can find out, you know, your different placements. Because like how with myself, like I didn't realize how much other influences I had, like in my birth chart till after I had it done. And so I encourage you to do that. And if you know your divine partners, you know, sun, moon, rising, or other aspects that can be influencing, you know, I hear the drive of their energy, then go do that. Because it can help navigate and give you like extra clues and stuff, you know. And okay, so we have like the Leo, and then as well, here we have, this could be like any water sign. So we do have the new moon in Pisces, which just happened on March 6th. But however, like I was listening, I think it's Astrolada, and I mean, she's so adorable and so knowledgeable. She was saying that I think in the Babylonian like chart, or she was saying ancient chart or something like that. You can go look at her video, you know, Google, I mean not Google, but like YouTube her, and you can, you know, get the details. But anyways, what she was saying is like that although the new moon took place on the 6th, that at least wait till the 7th until the moon starts to show, because that's when you can start to really work with that energy. And so we do have, like, we're still in that type of energy of the Pisces new moon. But in addition to that, this could be a Cancer, this could be a Scorpio, and we also even have a Cancer right here. So another thing that I found out with my divine partner by just looking up his birth date, that yes, he is a Cancer, but he's also a Leo cusp as well. So, you know, if you could Google that, and you can find out that other information as well. All right, and then we have a Queen of Cups, and so this could be like with the Divine Feminine, but however, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to do with male or female or even masculine or feminine necessarily. So I feel I'm just going to let it unfold as it unfolds. And then we have here the Hierophant. And so the Hierophant for me represents not only just tradition and the breaking of the tradition at times. It also is like a rebirth card for me. This deck specifically, because this looks like a coffin right here. And then like the rebirth of religion, meaning like the rebirth of the mindset, because like religion is nothing but, you know, the way how someone holds the ideals that they hold themselves to. And this also feels like not necessarily the magician type of card, but you see how it's almost like he's not even touching his staff, but it's moving along. And that's why I say to me it's like the rebirth card. But this is also the card for marriage as well. Okay, so give me a second. Let me see where the Spirit wants me to go to. Okay, so here we have like another rebirth. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune. And to me, this feels like a rebirth. It feels like a rebirth. Give me a second. Actually, it feels like a diamond almost. Like, I know this should probably be up there, but it feels like rebirth, a new type of understanding, and a rebirth right here. Give me a second. Let me see where the Spirit wants me to go. And with this reconciliation, this feels like a rebirth as well. So like something that you may have left behind, something that you may have turned your back on. This could be either or, divine partner. However, it's like reconciliation, like a reconditioning, a remodeling, a rebirth, a reunion that's happening. Okay, give me a second. Give me a, all right. Something else. I hear a bridgeway. That's what I hear. I hear like a bridgeway. Okay, so let's go over here. So yes, we have, this could be this. Okay, here we go. This feels like a couple right here. So I know that this is like, you know, how I was saying the Leo, and then with the Strength card, but this is also like determination to make something happen. And so with this determination, I look at the timer and it says 7-11. All right, so that's like a very auspicious type of number. What you talking about over there, huh? But this is also too, this is like, here we have the lion, like the Lion of Judah, represented by the manifested Christ, and so the 12 energies or the attributes within the masculine. But this is also talking about the mindset, it's talking about the consciousness, okay? And so the rebirth, all right? So you see okay, let me re-explain this so you can really follow along. So in the biblical text, the Lion of Judah, which is the house of the bloodline, if you will, of the manifested Christ, the physical bloodline, okay? And so with that, coming through the physical gateway or portal of Mother Mary, or Mary, okay? And so this is like all about immaculate conception, and this is also talking about the mindset. So when you go to the manifested Christ with the 12 disciples, as well as Judah with the 12 houses of Israel, or 12 tribes of Israel. Here we're talking about the bridgeway. We're talking about bridging the gap between physicality and spirituality, and then the reconditioning of that mindset. Okay, so the 12 disciples, the 12 tribes of Israel, represents like the 12 attributes of the conscious mind, okay? And so the conscious mind is being changed, and the gateway is being opened, if you will, and, you know, it's starting to turn. So imagine that this, I hear piston, or like this gadget has been sleeping, has been dormant, but then it starts to move, and then it starts to pick up speed, okay? All right, and so that's what's happening. So I feel like a lot of, so this feels like another message that was coming through for a while, where the Spirit was talking about the 717 portal, and then the evolution to revolution. And so it feels like another revolution is coming through. Okay, so it may have been like a small nudge before for this couple, or this could even be the collective all together, the connected, like a certain wave of them. And that it's going through like another push, if you will, and they're going to another dial or another realm. Okay, all right. So give me a second. Okay, give me a second. This also feels like May, June, July, like somewhere around in that area of time. Give me a second. Okay, all Okay. Okay. All right. So here we go here. Ace of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Cups, okay? And so, like, with this is like the hesitation. Look at the timer, it said 10-10. So, you know, 10-10 is about shifting of paradigms, okay? And so once holding back or being immature with one's feelings, they're able to now understand their own feelings. So this feels like just like a masculine energy altogether, like hesitancy. So I see a car, although this is a horse, but I see a car that like someone is like they're learning to drive, and so they press on the gas, then press on the brake, gas, brake, and they're jerking, like, you know, it's like gas, oh, brake, oh, like that. And so what they're doing, they're learning how to express themselves. They're learning their emotions, okay? They're learning how to operate in their skin, if you will, if that makes sense. So it feels like someone that has a new body, and this could have been someone that was paralyzed or partially paralyzed for a while, or they were in an accident or something dealing with their spine, and I see strings on their spine. That could be the nerves or the nerve damage. But anyways, with this stop, go, how do you process the fact that, you know, you lost this motor skills or something, or lost the ability to be able to connect with their body, if that makes sense? So this feels like this a message for a certain group of individuals. And so they're learning how to operate in their body again. All right. But this is going to take them through a whole nother level of understanding and even a level of work. So this could be someone that's actually a physical therapist, if you will. And this could be either, with this message, this could be either a male or a female. And so they're learning how to cope with how to cope with being able to help other individuals do something, but they can't do it themselves. And so now when I'm talking about not necessarily physical, this could just be a therapist altogether. And they're able to see through other people's problems and how to solve them, but they may not know how to solve their own problems, okay? And so what the Spirit is saying is step outside of your body, if you will, and act like you're evaluating someone else. And this is what I'm talking about. Now, going back to when I was saying they don't know how to articulate or understand or process their own feelings. So with this specific person or group of people, that they are they are some type of a form of a therapist. So they may be physically a therapist, like they have a degree, or either they may do some type of therapy work, okay? And so they're able to really pinpoint other people's pressure point. That's another thing I hear. Somebody else's pain, or how to heal them, or how to help them, and how to articulate if this feels good, that doesn't feel good, or this is your hang up, let me help you, give you some advice for that. However, they're overlooking their own issues. And so the Spirit is saying step outside of yourself and evaluate yourself as if you were a third party, as if you were doing your regular job, if you will. And so this is talking about also about honesty. This feels like the Spirit is challenging someone to be honest. This could be someone's divine partner challenging them to a dual, meaning like challenging them to be completely honest with themselves. All right. So let me see. Okay. So going on to another message here. Let me slide this right on up. All right. Okay, let me go back right here. Something with a child, and this child, they don't know how to, either they can't speak, like physically speak, or either they have a hard time of understanding something with speech. Like it's almost like they have something in their mouth, like either their tongue is too big for their mouth, or they have to change the way, like it could be like some type of speech impediment, or they may not understand how to process English or information. It's something dealing with language and communication, if you will. And so this child has a hard time with some type of form of communication. All right. And so, you know, it's a phase, if you will. So continue for whoever's parent this is, or cousin, uncle, whoever this person may be. This may be even a therapist, if you will. It's like try some type of new exercise or something. And so the Spirit will show you what that is. Like as of right now, I don't feel anything new to do or to give or anything like that. And so this could be actually a challenge as well. I know it's physically a challenge, but meaning like it's a challenge for whoever this therapist is, or either the parent, to find some type of remedy for this, because this could lead to some type of reward, some type of either scientific or literary award, or some type of, this could even be a grant, if you will, for someone that could be doing some type of studying on this type of, it's not necessarily a disease, from what I know of, narcolepsy, or it's something, but that's not really even like a speech. Well, I guess it could slur the speech. It's something that needs some type of either a cure for, but it's not really a disease, but techniques, I guess techniques. This is what that feels, that's the word I was looking for. You see, the techniques, like I've been trying this, I've been trying that. Okay, that seems to be improving a little bit. And so you see how the eye is illuminating, okay? And so that you will be shown the different techniques to do to help this child, or someone that could be in the childlike state. Okay, so with another couple here, we have here, this literally is like a couple, and so you have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and then the Ace of Cups. But what stands in the way is this rigidity. Okay, so this seems like two stubborn people that are sort of kind of like stuck in their own, I hear, game. So they could be like playing a game with each other, okay? Meaning like, I'm gonna one-up you, you gonna one-up me, or you're not gonna one-up me, but you did anyway. And so that pisses me off, but it also turns me on in the same way. Okay, so it's sort of like this game that they play. All right, and so with this Hierophant right there, it's talking about like they're stuck in their own matrix, like a maze, if you will. Okay, give me a second. So I feel like, I don't think I brought those cards over here. Give me a second. Cards, but this one was on the bottom, so I was about to say this feels like a another child or something like that. And like they're, like how I was saying, this literally was on the bottom when I picked up the cards. Like they're playing a game with each other, okay? And they're pressing each other's buttons, but they sort of kind of like it though. Okay, so that's one message, going back to that one where I was talking about the couple. But I love these. These are one of my favorite decks of cards. We have Cupid. Cupid, don't be stupid. Whatever that may mean for somebody. Okay. So I'm going to pull, this feels like a family situation right here. So let's see what is going on within the family dynamic of someone's relationship. Let's see. Look at that. All right, so, all right, let me see how to, yeah, it should be more like that, okay? All right, give me a second. Let me bring my face around. All right, so this, like I was saying, I'm in the beginning, like the rebirth. So this is just like a rebirth in the understanding of love, okay? Give me a second. Also, I hear like something dealing with like Saturn, something dealing with solar plexus, something also dealing with the root chakra. And this is all talking about like some type of rebirth in the understanding. So I'm gonna bring this card over here. It's like something with the understanding and the rebirth. See, the rebirth and the understanding that's going on. You see all this black that's going on. It's like the rebirth, all right? So, in addition to that, let me see something else here. This feels like, all right, so this was a channeled message that came through in some reading months ago. Okay, I was still pregnant at the time. All right, and so this was a couple, and they didn't, what happened, okay, I'm gonna lay the story out. All right, so what happened was that like it was a situation where either one or both of their spouses died. They don't really even know each other that well. For some, they may have known each other. For some, they may just be like working their way towards each other. Their kids could have been grown. They could have had kids or something like that. Or some partner left or something. And so they're like a little more ripened in their age, okay? And so what's going on is like that what the Spirit was doing was bringing them back together. And what I mean by back together is like some type of soul connection here. And then we have over here very soon, and then we had new love. This could be the what in the world? Open up your mind. You know, look at all that. Look at all of that. It's like a story that's going on. And I swear to you guys, I did not set this up or anything like that. Okay? And so remember, the very soon is in time is pretty much ambiguous, okay? Because 5 minutes to someone else could feel like 5 hours, and then 5 minutes to like another person could feel like 5 seconds. And so, you know, don't get caught up this rigid type of mindset on time. Use that energy towards your placement, I hear, meaning like your energy, where are you energetically, and working on your energy. And so another message that was another channel message that was coming through around that same time was about this one woman. It could be a couple different women, but I'm just gonna, to make it simple, this one woman. Okay, so her masculine, it was actually literally her masculine, had went off with like someone younger. What I mean by younger doesn't necessarily mean about the age. It's just talking about someone that is willing to go out and, you know, do things together and, you know, express themselves. And so with this woman here, she is sort of like on shutdown mode. And so the Spirit was saying like she willingly had one foot in the grave and the other foot, you know, just there. So she was just there. She wasn't trying to, you know, do anything with her husband. She wasn't, you know, trying to make it work. And, you know, because you want to like die or just, you know, work yourself into a grave or something like that, is your partner supposed to do the same exact thing? And so, yeah, he went off. He also took her, for one of the messages was that the person took the other person's money and went off and spent all the money and went off on this whole escapade, and then came back to them, and they were very sorry. And so the Spirit was saying that for this specific couple, for the person that it happened to, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, you know, but whoever it happened to, that for them to take them back, because the Spirit was saying that they were trying to tell them, you know, by shooting them with this arrow, trying to tell them and get their attention about their relationship, about their own energy, about them, you know, pretty much giving up on life and having pretty much, you know, working themselves into a grave, if you will. And that could be literally like them working all the time, or it could have been them, they're this low type of energy, and it was sucking the life out of their divine partner. And for some it may have been a divine partner, for some it may have just been a soulmate. All right, and so the Spirit was saying for them to take them back, okay? Because like this is the thing that I'm not even gonna get into it. It's just too much to try to explain, especially when someone is stuck in a certain type of energy and they're not trying to understand. They're just conditioned. And then we have this couple right here too. Look at that. Look at this, and then we have the movement from the old circumstance. Look at, I'm just gonna point this over here real quick. Like I didn't set this up at all. Like it's just like story. And then look at this. Like they're about to come into fortune for, this is a whole nother, actually this feels like overall, like, give me a second. It feels like this couple that I was telling you about, like this couple. And then also too, it feels like the last couple couples that I went over, they're finding some type of new life, some vigor. They were in this type of energy, but look, we have double, at first I heard double bankrupt. And so they could have been, this could be making reference to their energy, like so in such a low vibrational state, or this could be literally like, you know, they broke, you know, and they had to be broken down to that level, so that way the Spirit could give them a rebirth, okay? Because if you were already you know, fresh, clean, and you already, you know, got it like that. Why do you need it more? You know, and so the Spirit is saying you didn't really have it like that. Okay, you don't want to be restored to like your former glory. What you want to do, you want to destroy that old glory and bring in something new. You know, I know that I don't want the same things that I had before, although I do appreciate them, you know. However, I want something completely new, you know, a new, whole, fresh relationship with my divine partner, a new whole house, you know, all that different stuff. You know, and all of that, you know, wipe the slate clean. And this feels like this person, that's what I say about double bankrupt. They completely scratched everything out. So everything from the old has been passed away. Behold, something new. 2 Corinthians 5:17, I think. Don't quote me on that, but okay. All right, and you hear Moose in the back. So let's go to this other couple here. Continuing on with this other couple here. This looks like another couple. All right, so we have the King of Cups. So far we have had the Knight, the Queen, the King, and the Ace of Cups on the board here. So we have the King of Cups, a little more sturdy with his energy, with his emotions. Want to hold back for the big shebang, if you will. All right, so this could be the Cancer, or it could be just somebody that is coming into this type of balanced energy, okay? And in addition to that, what's going on is like this, the old that's passing away and then the new that's coming in. But this is also talking about the balancing though. And what I mean by that is like the mindset is very balanced. Okay, and so both partners are coming into this, okay, because you have here the King of Cups that represents like this type of emotional maturity and balance, and then you have here, I was about to say, the Queen of Cups, and literally it feels like Queen. And you know what this feels like? This feels like King Solomon and Queen Sheba. What it feels like right here. And I've been doing a lot of studying because I've been, you know, writing and then getting all this information together. And shouts out to the Patreon family as well. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys also that are watching. If you like, you can hit the like button as well as leave a comment down below, you know, because it helps push the information to more divine ones. But anyways, let's continue on. So this feels like literally the King of Solomon. And then the Queen of Sheba, okay? And so how she journeyed so far to come see this wise ruler. Not really a wish, but like a blessing, if you will. And so of all the things that he could ask for, he asked for wisdom. And so he became the wisest individual known to man, or either, you know, at that time period, known to man. All right, and then you had the Queen of Sheba, very, very rich. And so she traveled from Ethiopia all the way to where he was. Don't remember the exact location, but it was pretty far. Okay, so this is her traveling, and through her travels that she learned some new information, and she gathered her questions to ask him when she came, so that way she could learn. Okay, and so the King Solomon is like a portal, like a portal of information. A portal. I see like a wishing well almost. And so like you throw your quarter or your coin in, and you make a wish, or you ask a question, then it comes true or comes to you. And so that's what's going on. So when I was saying about this balancing, or this new information, or new energy, or new understanding that's coming through, and it's talking about the mindset, it's like she came from another land. Okay, so she already had her mindset already. But as she traveled, she gained her, you know, her questions. She got what she wanted to know. That she was trying to test him, if you will, based on her old understanding. And so when they came together, and she would test him, okay, test him, that he passed all the tests, and he gave her a new understanding of things. So this is going into the new mindset. And so there she came with another understanding to take back to her people. All right. And so in addition to that, they also conceived the son as well. Okay. So I'm going to put these cards over here. And what I really want to lay out are the cards that this card and this card. Okay. Real quick. And then let me see here. I think I'm going to put this. And so give your relationship a chance, okay? So this is for any of these relationships or situations that are going on, okay? To really give your relationship a chance. Because this new type of, this fresh, I hear fresh anointing, fresh opportunity, this new understanding is coming through. All right, and so this is also talking about a well-balanced, I was going to say nutrition, meaning like, you know, a well-balanced relationship, nutrients that you can get nutrients from, okay? So nutrients keeps you going, but not just like, oh, I'm just going just to be going, I'm barely hanging on. This is talking about this vibrant type of energy. So I'm going to lay this also, dang, you know, I'm have to lay these out because they were just like, you know, I'm not going to do these ones, but I will do these ones right here. Don't want to make it too many cards laying up over here. So I'm going to try to set them out so that we can see them. Very soon. I'm going to move this one over to the side. And sometimes I like to take screenshots because I like to go back and look over things and just see what was said. And this is even for myself personally. So I'm going to pull a card and just see what energy that we need to focus on as the feminine, or someone that identifies, or not necessarily identifies, just the feminine energy altogether. Well, okay, then her 3 cards, like I was saying, the root chakra, base chakra. We have personal abundance, and this was a card. I just love this message that came through. This is a Masculine Mondays, like weeks ago. All right, and I'll link this one down below. And which the spirit was saying that a love that is pressed together, shaken down, and runneth over. Okay, that's actually from a scripture. Okay, and you see how we have this goes from double bankruptcy to double like zillionaires, if you will. And I say that because there's no level of money that you can put on this type of love. So I'm definitely going to link that video down below. Really? And the inner child, okay? All right, and so this is talking about, you know, unleashing this old suppressed energy and busting free. A couple things. Inner child. Yeah. So he's here with me. So yes, releasing that inner child. That this is talking about all of this is talking about a rebirth, a new energy that's coming through. Okay, so in last Twin Talk Live, that the spirit was saying that like a lot of the feminine, this was also with the Masculine Mondays, but it was like a channeled message. I will link those 2 down below, in which the spirit was saying that in the March, that a lot of the divine feminine are getting like a breather, if you will. They're releasing a lot of the old, I hear strands, holdings, biological soul path, biological path or something. And what that is talking about, this is talking about like the strongholds placed within the DNA. And when I also said that, this reminded me of something that happened earlier this evening. And so anyways, this movie that's coming out, Lucky or Luck or something like that, and it already caught my attention anyway, because that's one of the signs of synchronicities, you know, for my divine masculine, because that was one of the signs that the spirit gave me as well. And so it sort of caught my attention, but I didn't really, you know, pay any mind to it. But this little special came on, and so my children were watching it. And so as the opening came on, they were saying that, you know, a leprechaun is supposed to be lucky, you know, the pot of gold, etc. And so what happened was that this dragon or something stole the leprechaun's luck from him, his little treasure. And so it was a family curse upon the leprechauns, like Sweeney or something, whatever his name was. But anyways, and so like generations later, that they showed like the same house with this rain cloud over the house, and it only rains in that one area. And then now it was like his great grandson that still had the curse placed upon him. And so as that was going on, the spirit was saying, like, you know, family curses are being lifted. That cloud that was like just hanging over top of their house, which was the same house that his father had, the grandson had, and then he had, the father had, and the great grandfather, and then the great great grandfather had, and that same cloud that was raining on that house Nowhere else, only on that house, is being lifted, is being blown away. Go away, you know, rain, rain, go away, and don't come back this way, and all that stuff like that. And so a lot of things that are these strongholds that come from the DNA, come from, this feels like DNA being broken. This, I see chain, well, of course you do see like almost like a chain right there, but it's like a chain reaction, but like within the DNA. And so these epiphanies that are coming through, this understanding of like, oh, you know, this is what I'm keep doing this over and over again, because I keep thinking this, or I keep doing that, or I keep saying this. And this is also what's going on with the masculine for this group of divine partners. Everything has been leading them to this epiphany and to this moment in time, if you will, to meet up. So imagine like you have the two over here, and then they're moving together, moving towards together. And so they come to a point in time in which, actually, I hear June 6th, I think that's the 6th month, yeah, June, in which they come together, okay? This could be June 3rd, June 5th. Hold on. And you know me, I don't fool around with time. I don't like the concept of time, but you know, that's because that's what I heard as soon as my hand went right there. It was like June, you know, it could be June 3rd or June 5th. Give me a second. 25th or something like that. That could have been someone's birthday, maybe. Okay, so someone isn't understanding here, like the way how the numbers came out. Okay, so this is about number 5 right now. It feels like the number of judgment. It is like one of the numbers for divine judgment. Okay, so we have here, we have judgment, and then we have like, that could be like stability, but this is also like the mind. And so someone isn't understanding what's going on. And so with this understanding of what's going on, it's like their life, you know, they don't understand what's going on within their life. They don't understand why they are experiencing this, experiencing that, why someone may have left, why someone may have stayed, whatever the case may be. And the reason is like, one thing that specifically came to mind is like, you're not meant to know every single thing, you know. It's just, that's just the way how it is, you know, because of human judgment. You know, and because like if one that's in the lower level understanding and mindset, okay, they're going to have human judgment, human conditioning, human sway, so swaying, if you will. And so the more wise an individual is, the more that they remove judgment and they're able to understand the true concept of love, okay? And so many may not understand, you know, and so this is crossing over to another message. And so of the elect of the divine ones, okay, so it's like 1-2% of the collective populace, in which they have this certain type of understanding, this certain type of capability of love, but it's like they have like this type of way of ushering in information, if you will. And so when I was saying that, and the reason why I hesitated with that, and I look at the timer because I had to start it over, it was at 6:13. I hear specifically individual wisdom, okay? And so with the individual, they have to come to this knowledge within themselves. Number one, and it can't be necessarily taught with this certain group of elect ones, okay? And it can't necessarily be taught. So the information can be given out almost like a frequency, if you will. So not everyone can hear a frequency. So think about, or certain frequencies. So think about a dog that can hear a whistle, a dog whistle. Their ears are programmed, okay, to hear that certain frequency. And so a human can't hear it. A bird maybe can't hear it, I don't know. Or, you know, other animals can't hear it pretty much, okay? And so this certain frequency, although it may be shot out into the atmosphere or to the masses, most will not be able to hear it. And so with this hearing, they can hear words, but they won't be able to comprehend and really truly comprehend. So it's a difference between being able to understand the concept and really fully be able to have this type of understanding that the Spirit is talking about right now. Okay, and this is talking about like this certain type of frequency. All right, and in addition to that is something else, and so we also talk about the hierarchy as well, where you have like the 1, 4, 5 as well, and then the space in between. So this feels like going back to the other message of someone with this vertebrae and these nerves, or something with the vertebrae and their spine, and some type of alignment and stuff. And so this is also with this alignment, the Spirit is also talking about being in alignment for yourself. And so this individual, their mind, they need to make up their own mind to come into some type of alignment and agreement. Something about an agreement too. Okay, let me see. Give me a second. So we do have here 5, 5. So 5, 5, when it comes with the dice, it always seems like the 10, 10 for me. And it always seems like the shifting of something. So I'm going to do this one right here, but then I'm gonna go into another card here. Yeah, okay, so this is just an echo for me right now. It's just about someone that's battling within their own mind, and they're just battling. They can't make a decision about something. So that could have been something with an agreement, whatever. All right, so being that I have the baby in my hands, I'm just going to pick one of these cards. Home here. Home, but let's pick a gracefully aging. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, someone has some type of a decision to make. All right, but it's like almost like the polar opposite type of decision. So whatever the decision may be, what I mean by polar opposite is like extreme opposites. And they have to make some type of decision. I hear before it's too late. Something to deal with some type of time, timing, syncopation, if you will. I hear irrigation. I hear segregation as well, like some type of separation. This could be a divorce or something, like someone has to, and this also feels like that with the word agreement as well. Cut ties or something, like you see how this is right here, how they're on the opposite, and like I see scissors going through and cutting ties. This could be someone not just with a divorce, but it could be someone that's cutting ties with their family as well. All right, and moving on from that circumstance. And you see how this person is just like so free, and they're cutting those ties and they're being set free. I see like a little kid like giddy and like hee, I'm free, and just like tiptoeing or leaping on off. Okay, I'm gonna pick one more card. Let me come over. Hold on, let me bring it. Coffee break. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Give me a second. Oops. Okay, I hear a new circumstance. A new conversation. A new circumstance, a new conversation. Okay. Also feels like whoever this may be is also changing their mind. I hear 0.1, or someone is keeping score of something. Gymnastics are also here. Split decision, or someone could be going, I hear rodeo too. Oh, what we have here, 6, 6, 6. This is almost like a perfect 10. So if someone is being judged for some type of competition or something, it could have been gymnastics or the rodeo or some type of competition. It's like a perfect 10, if you will. Or they like win something, like some type of award. Or I also hear announcement. Maybe it's going to be like some announcement that they really want, you know, some type of attention or something that they really want. I heard tie between the wars, or war tie, or tie war, or something like that. Tyrant, I also hear. I hear a monkey in the middle. Like this could be going along with like this, like a child and playing games, like how we've been right here. I also hear epilepsy. Something with some epilepsy or something like that. Like a child with epilepsy, or either they put them in some type of comatose or some type of dream state, or they could be actually of the age of an adult. Here you got the 18. However, they may have a lot of childlike qualities. And so making sure that this person isn't being taken advantage of. It's something with a check too. Check too. So not just a check, but check too, like check on them too. This seems like a check on an additional person too. So if you're thinking about one person, think about it, the second person that follows up to that one person. The Spirit is saying, because you have to check on them too, for whatever that may mean. It may be some type of, I hear the word felonious activity, or some type of, I also hear interrogation, or something of that nature. Someone could be trying to take advantage of somebody, and so check on the first person that comes to mind, check on the second person that comes on mind as well. Or either if it's two individuals, like a twins or either siblings, check on both of those siblings, if you will. Culture, guidance, culture, piccolo, all this different, I don't know exactly. So they may have meanings for different people. I hear shadow. Someone could be shadowing somebody or creeping in on them, for whatever that may mean. That could just be, I hear shadow boxing. You know, in the somebody could be picking on someone or bullying somebody, but that could just be energetically, you know, doing that. That could also be cyberbullying, so check on that. There are some words being exchanged, but not necessarily face to face, though. It doesn't feel like it's face to face. It could be a text war or something. Okay, I believe that is it, you guys. So if you could hit the like button as well as leave a comment, because the more engagement that the video has, the more that YouTube will push this information to more divine ones. And this is a community that we are trying to send each other, well, at least I always try to, can't control anybody else, but trying to uplift the understanding and the mental state, so that way we can bring in the things in which we want in our life. And so, you know, the more that we can get the message out to more individuals, the more energy we can put behind this movement. And as well, too, the more people and individuals that it can help encourage and teach them. I try to do as much teaching as possible in these readings. This is just tools, okay? This is no different than me having a Bible opened up and going and reading scripture. And for those that are interested in joining the Patreon family, the link is down below. So as little as $1.11 a month that you can have access to the podcast. And I'm actually redoing the podcast, but I do post other things. I pretty much post over there now daily. And in addition to, depending on what tier that you sign up under, that you will receive a free monthly reading. So that link is down below. For those that have already ordered personal services, thank you very much. This link is down below. And I'm actually going to do some readings as well. So if you're waiting on one, it's coming right to you. All right, so I feel like this is something else that's coming through. I heard the word 7. I heard the word 7, for whatever that may mean, although this doesn't equal 7, but 7. And it's just like 7. That's it. 7. Okay?